Oh, nice sunny day. Today it's around 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So anyway, today I wanted to speak to you about, or rather caution you about, the information that is available online. What happened was, a few days ago I saw this YouTuber. He's a foreigner, white, retired guy in his 60s. So he started this YouTube channel, and it's quickly gaining popularity. He's becoming very famous, in the sense he's getting literally almost 15 to 20,000 subscribers per month. The first time he posted a video in one of the groups that I was part of, he hardly had 2,000 or 3,000 subscribers. This time when he posted a video, they were close to 70,000 subscribers. So I was like, oh fucking hell, man. So one of the videos, and he's working hard. It's not that he's not working hard. He's a pretty hard-working guy. I mean, he travels around Thailand, takes a lot of videos, edits them professionally, puts effects. So he's a vlogger. Now, one of the videos that he posted was how you can, something in the, the title, not the exact title, how you can live in Thailand for, I don't know, $100 a day or something like that. He basically posted a video where this guy is paying rent for a house, which is around, I think, 2 bedroom plus 3 bathroom plus a living room plus a veranda plus it's a pretty big, massive house. And the guy is paying only, I think, $300 or $400. So he's paying $300 or $400 for this house. And he's like, wow, you can come and retire here. And this video was, being shared like crazy. I was reading some of the comments. They're like, you're crushing it, bro. What amazing content. And so many foreigners were saying, oh, I need to talk to you. I need to retire in Thailand. Man, you just answered my question. Sending you a DM, direct message. So what he has basically done is told people that they can come to Thailand and live a life where they can have a house for $300 US. You're talking about a really massive 2-bedroom hall, 3 bathroom, 1 big kitchen. So he has basically advertised a villa which you can live like a king, and he was comparing it to US. Now, if you check his other videos, you will see him stating how you can eat in Thailand for $1, how you can eat for $10, a whole day with only $10 you can eat for the whole day, and he'll take you around and show you where you can eat the cheapest food, and he's eating good food. Okay. Now, anyone, I'll tell you why this is a problem. I'll tell you why exactly this is a problem. Now, I don't have any criticism for his work that he's doing. He's a YouTuber. He's putting out content that is catchy, that people want to see. He's working very hard. He's posting videos almost every single day. And his videos, compared to mine, are much more harder because he's traveling around Thailand, meeting new people. So he's not just talking, he's showing you around. And I can only imagine how much work must be going. And I'm pretty sure he outsources his work because his video is professionally edited and done. And I'm not surprised that he's getting 20 to 30,000 new subscribers every month. But now, why am I telling you to be careful? See, here's the problem. When YouTubers or anybody comes out with an attention-grabbing statement or content, people devour it. They're like, wow, this is amazing. See, who doesn't want to change their life? Who doesn't want the miracle pill? Who doesn't want the one pill that will help you lose weight, that will solve all your problems in life, that will help you earn big money? I mean, just Google search. You'll see topics like how you can earn 7-figure income. Okay, 7-figure income. Then one guy puts how I started earning 6-figure income in less than 6 weeks. How I got 6-pack abs by doing a 6-minute exercise. Or how I can eat anything that I want and still be fit. So you get all these amazing, shocking statements. Or how you can invest in Bitcoin and get amazing returns. You get so many of these guys who make so many of these wonderful claims. Now tell me, who doesn't want to be rich? Who doesn't want a 7-figure income? Who doesn't want to retire in a third world country and have an amazing, wonderful, beautiful life? Who doesn't want? We all do, right? But then have you ever thought about it that maybe there is something they're not telling you? Now let me address, for example, this guy. This guy said, you can stay in Thailand for only $300 a month, having a big villa, swimming pool and house, and fine, that's the rent. And then he tells you how you can eat good food, very good food, for only $10 a day. Amazing food. He will share with you a video how you can get electricity, water paid for free. Okay, all that is good. Now here's my question to you. Why isn't every single Tom, Dick and Harry running to Thailand and staying here? You'll see there are so many of these such videos. Staying in a third world country, living cheap, eating cheap. Why isn't everyone coming here? Is it because not everyone likes the weather? What is it? Have you ever thought about it? Let me give you some examples of what people don't talk about. When I got food poisoning and I had to be admitted to the hospital for one night, just one night, I paid $1,500 US. Just one night, just to give me drips. Okay? When you stay in these countries, you need health insurance. Health insurance is very expensive here, especially if you're above 60. You need to show a bank balance if you need a retirement visa. You need to show proof of money that is coming in, income. You need to, if you cannot do the legal documents by yourself, you need to employ a lawyer. For that you need to pay money. Let's say you're starting a business and they show, oh, business is so easy. The registration, accounting, all that costs money. Let's say you look at my life. There are people who have looked at my life, oh, here's a Thai wife, he's so happy. I got this guy, Indian guy, bro, I got so inspired by you. Now I have a Thai girlfriend, I love her, I will marry her. So I asked him, have you met this girl? No bro, going to meet her by next year. How can you take my life, cherry pick one aspect of it and try to copy that and expect the same result, man? In fact, okay, Bitcoin, you see this guy saying, now is the time you can make big money and all that. For those of you who purchased Bitcoin, how much money have you made? Means made, it is in the bank. You have taken these supplements to lose weight, Herbalife or fat burners. how much have you actually lost? See, all this internet information sounds very nice. The practical reality is different here. When will you guys understand that? I'll give you some incidents of some idiots. Real idiots who have done real stupid mistakes. Indian couple in UAE. They've been following me for years and years. And one fine day, this lady sends me a message. Hi Loy, we are planning to come down to Thailand and settle down. I said, for what? I said, we want to retire in Thailand and start our own business and live like you, live minimal and be happy. So I said, okay, what do you need from my side? I wanted to ask you a few questions. So I told them, you'll need to book a session with me. If you want one-to-one, you need to pay. Oh, how much is it? When I told them how much, her response was, let me speak to my husband and get back to you. I said, no issues. After, I think, a day or so, she responded, no, my husband was saying, that is why I don't like to deal on behalf of someone. I speak to that person directly. My husband was saying that whatever information you need, you can get it free online. And you're not a Thai lawyer, so just need your opinion. I said, you want my opinion, you pay money. You want free opinion, take it from the internet. You want a Thai lawyer, go speak to one. But if you need my time, you pay for it. And then she said, okay, I'll get back to you. And I don't know why she had to get back. She said, no, my husband said, no thanks. We can get information without contacting you. Fine. I was okay. Now, this lady and guy, middle class family, working a middle class job, all of a sudden decided to leave UAE and come to Thailand because they were inspired by me. Now here's what they both don't know. They don't know how much money I spend per month to maintain the lifestyle that I have. They don't know how much money I have to spend for the lawyer. They don't know how much money I have to spend for my business license. They don't know how I earn money online. They don't know the hidden expenses of being in this country. They don't know the challenges that I face. Now, I don't post all this online because this is not the content that my channel is based on. And even if I face challenges, I choose what I want to share because it's a public platform. I can assure you, I can challenge you that this couple, I am pretty sure they took this step and they came, in few short months, they will close down shop and they'll go back. They can't go back to UAE, they'll go back to India. Now the sad factor is they have a child. They have, I don't know, 1 or 2 children, can't remember. It's going to affect everyone. See, the point I'm trying to tell you is beware of information that you get online. People only tell you what you want to hear and they say it because they want attention. But it's not the whole story. See, people ask me, Loy, why do you share the drawbacks of UAE if you're providing a service for UAE? Because I don't want to mislead people. I don't want to paint a beautiful picture that going to UAE will, solve your dreams and you can live a rich life and earn big salary. I know plenty of people who are doing that. This one particular female, she's marketing life in Dubai, showing sitting in a spa, getting a leg massage. She's showing her legs. Means just below her knee, she's showing that someone's massaging her there. She's sipping a juice and she's like, you can achieve your dreams. Do you want to come to Dubai? Send me a DM, I'll tell you how. She's marketing her services as if coming to Dubai is paradise, that you can earn easy money. And because she's a beautiful girl, she has plenty of followers. She has plenty of people responding. So what I'm trying to make you understand is, see, whatever you read online, Don't simply buy it. Don't simply believe it. Even my content, I always tell you, don't simply believe what I say. Do your own research, no? Do your own homework. Try to find out contradicting information to what I'm sharing and get a balanced view. Don't just listen to stuff that will make you agree. If you always listen to stuff that keeps your bias intact, what about the other side? There are two sides to every story, man. Just because I got married to a Thai girl and I'm happy, that doesn't mean you get married to a Thai girl, you're going to be happy. Just because I left UAE and moved to Thailand doesn't mean you move to Thailand and you're going to survive and sustain. Just because you saw someone saying, follow your passion, believe in your dreams, do what you dare, that doesn't mean you suddenly just jump into this and you're going to succeed. It's like this youngster who spoke to me and told me, Loy, I've dropped out, I need your advice. Okay, you need my advice for what? No, I'm a school dropout like you. Okay, then I also want to achieve my dreams. Okay, so what do you want to do? No, I'm trying various businesses. I'm an entrepreneur. I offer consulting advice. Imagine, he's a young boy. He's offering consulting advice. I'm a freelancer. I do web development. I do Photoshop design. I do Illustrator. So he does a lot of freelance work online, which is commendable. He has learned all these skills. Then I said, what is the problem? He's saying, I'm finding it very hard to get customers. Basically, he is finding it very hard to sustain and survive. So he asked me, what is my advice? I told him, go back to school. Complete your education. He's saying, no, bro, I can't. He calls me bro. Okay. No, bro, I can't. I said, why you can't? He's saying, there are people who can't. And then he gave me examples. Steve Jobs dropped out of college. Bill Gates dropped out of college. Elon Musk said that. Even Elon Musk said that he doesn't care about a degree. Immediately I told him, have you applied to Harvard? And will they accept you? Saying, no, bro, I can't apply for Harvard because, I don't match up to that level. Okay. What about any Ivy League like Stanford and all that? No, bro, same thing. Don't have the money, can't. Okay. Then I asked him, Elon Musk, the scientists who are making his rockets, do you think they have education or they are also school dropouts making the rockets and the chemicals and the factory production line? Do they have education or they are uneducated people from the road? No, they'll be educated. Then see, the problem is you cherry pick information. You're not fucking Steve Jobs. That's what I told me. You're not fucking Steve Jobs. You're not fucking Bill Gates. You're not in the fucking United States of America. You're in some fucking Pondicherry fucking state of India with some cows and buffaloes and huts. What the fuck are you talking? United States, you don't have a job, you can claim unemployment benefits. What the fuck can you claim in India? What the fuck are you talking, man? See, the problem with people like this now, when you want to believe your own bullshit and you Google online to support your bullshit, to feel good about your own bullshit and to validate your own bullshit, then your life becomes bullshit. So stop this thing. I mean, this is where you need to be careful about the information that is available online. Please stop it. I have met so many fucking idiots online. So many. What? One of them was this boy and girl. They ran away from home. I'm like, what? You ran away from home? He's saying, yeah, me and my girl, we ran away from home. 18 years or whatever, 19 years. I said, why the fuck you ran away from home? I got inspired by you. You ran away from home 16. And now we want to start our new life. I said, okay, so what the fuck do you want now for me? Bro, I want your advice. What do we do? What do we do? I said, before taking the decision to run away, did you ask me? He's saying no. So after you run away, why you are taking my advice? You ran because you wanted to run. Now you survive. Yeah, but now what do I do? You know, we have to survive. We have been trying to get a job. Nobody's getting. I said, take up a job as a cleaner. I took up a job as a toilet cleaner, as a sweeper on the road. Take up those jobs. Start your life from scratch. No, bro, here in India, they don't pay good salaries. I said, then fine, be a shopkeeper, be a cook, do babysitting. No, it doesn't pay much. I said, of course it will not pay much. What did you assume? You assumed that not having any skill, having no skill and being a young kid, you're going to get a well-paying job. I said, give it a try a well-paying job, and if you don't get, take a low-paying job. End of the day, you need to pay your bills, right? He was totally silent. See, this is the problem. You see some fucking Hindi movie, ran away from home, sat on a horse and took his girlfriend and ran away like a brave guy. And this dialogue, hum pyar kuch bhi kar sakta hai, pyar and this and that, and hum roti mil bant ke khayenge, ek roti pyar se. A fuck all shit, man. See, in conclusion, I just want to tell you this. This blogger who talks about staying in a cheap house. If you are the kind of a person who's like a hippie means you can walk from one place to another, you can sleep on any street, or you can sleep in a bed space, you can have bath in a public place, you can eat rice and a little bit of chicken on the road, and your whole life you can do that just being on a road as a hippie. Fine, provided they give you visa on arrival, provided you have some money in the bank, and provided your country, if you cry and say help, they'll immediately get you back to the country. If that is the case, visa on arrival and all these perks and benefits, and plus you have money, fine, do it. Otherwise, don't. I'll just conclude by giving you this last example. You remember this this news that came online. You can check an American tourist, this gay female, lesbian, who's staying in Bali, Indonesia, who likes to show photographs of sitting in the temple, meditating, doing the yoga pose, joining her hands up with one leg and showing a beautiful silhouette and lovely photographs. And said, Bali is so beautiful. It's me and my girlfriend. It's a beautiful place. It's peaceful. She wanted to promote. She wanted to show off, basically, that her life was so peaceful that she can, for $300, live a dream per month. What she didn't use her common sense was, Bali is an Islamic country that does not allow gay and homosexual relations, number one. Number two is she only stated about $300 that she's paying. She forgot to state the visa expenses, regulations. Okay. Third, she was saying that, if you have COVID, come down here. The COVID restrictions were not yet lifted. So she chose to give one side of the information, and she tweeted it, and then she got fucked. See, the problem is, or rather the good thing now is, on the internet, if you give any misleading information, nowadays, you'll be held accountable. And it's moving towards that. Very soon, if you have products that claim, okay, you can heal sickness, like you had these pastors claiming it can heal COVID, just by having this magic blessed water or this food or this powder that is offered by this company. It can make your immune system strong and heal all the viruses and all that bullshit. they are being held liable. Very soon you will have people who make these claims, earn 7-figure income, how I did it, how I lost weight, 60 kilos in 6 days or 6 months or whatever, or how you can make money with Bitcoin, or come to Thailand and live cheap. Very soon these people will be held accountable. That is why for me, I tell people, okay, I've eaten a meal of $3 or $4, but I don't live my entire life earning $3 or $4. In fact, let me just end by giving you this example. See, I live simple, I live cheap, right? My wife, when she had to go to her father died, okay? I had to pay the ticket, made sure that she went immediately, and I gave her a good travel, not the cheap one. Plus staying there, plus her father's funeral expense, plus staying there I said twice, plus coming back. A total of, I think, 60,000 baht got spent this month. Plus, I renovated the house, as I'm cleaning things. I think I spent around 75,000 just for the renovation. Okay? Just calculate that. In just 1 month, 75,000 for renovation, 60,000 for the wife. For my iMac, if I have to get for repair, minimum 15,000 baht gets spent. Minimum. If I have to go to the service center or get anything. So, in conclusion, what I want to tell you is, if you're going to check any information online, be careful. Don't just listen to one story and start jumping with joy and this can change your life, and there's no such thing as a magic pill. And I always tell people, if something is too good to be true, there's a lot of stuff that they're not telling you. And in today's day and age, where attention and clickbait videos and clickbait titles and articles are there, don't get misled into a false sense of security. You'll regret it. That's what I want to tell you. Okay? Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think? Have you met and heard any of these internet gurus and vloggers and YouTubers who give you amazing stories and claims of how you can change your life, change your wife, change your husband, have a new life, or lose weight, or achieve your dreams? Let me know if you have come across such. Put your thoughts in the comment section below. Okay? And let me know how the reality of life is. Is it so easy as people claim? Or is it tough and challenging? Alright, you guys take care. It's me signing off. Ciao for now.